much. Obviously, our conditioning, our timing isn't where it needs to be, and I think that'll get better every game. But the reality of it is, North Dakota State's very disciplined, very methodical offensively. They know what they want to do, and they take their time to do it. And we had a double-digit win when Marcus and Mitch went 4 of 20 from the three-point line. Not often are we going to be successful when those two guys shoot it like that. But other guys stepped up. I thought Christian was really good the second half. I thought Sharif Mitchell gave us an incredible lift the first half defensively. DJ got going to start the second half, which was good to see. And I thought Antoine in his first game, made some plays for others. And 11 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Those are the kind of minutes we need out of him.
All right. Again, if you've got a question, please click on the raise hand button. We'll start first with Matt DeMarinis.
Yeah, whenever we first got in there, we had our sets and plays that we had to run. And, like what Coach was saying, Marcus and Mitch weren't shooting that well. So they know how to affect the game more than just shooting. So Marcus is going to make a couple passes, got me a dunk. Mitch is going to move the ball around. And whenever we listen to what Coach says, things turn out well. So we're just trying to follow his game plan.
All right, next question will go to John Niatawa with the Omaha World Herald.
It was amazing being out there again. At first, I had to catch my wind on that first run, but after that, I was ready to go, and it felt like we didn't miss a beat being back out there.
All right. Looks like Matt DeMarinis has another question. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, just another one for Christian. You've obviously been going against him in practice. I guess both of these guys, first of all, Ryan, I guess, he made a couple nice plays on both ends of the floor.
Yep.
How familiar did that look based on what you've seen so far in practice going against him?
Yeah.
And then also seeing Jacob back out there for the first time in what's almost been basically 2 years at this point.
Yeah, Ryan, man, once he gets it down there in the post, it's real hard to stop him. I think he was shooting about 70% in practice, and that's against me, and I feel like I'm a pretty good defender. So just him being able to use his size, and he's a smart guy, so doing that helps him win a lot of matchups when he's out there. And then for Jake, it was just awesome to see him get up and down the court again, give him a big hug after the game, and just tell him, good job for being back out there and playing his game. I know it takes a lot, and a lot of people can't just come back from an injury like he did, and he's done it. He's been fighting, he's been battling, and he looked great out there today to me.
All right, next we'll go to Matt Foster with KETV.
Hey, Christian, no fans in the stands, whereas the last game you guys played, this place was packed. How weird did it feel to not have Blue Jay Nation behind you today?
It's totally different. It makes a home game a little bit less. It's not going to say less exciting because we're always excited for games, but just having the fans behind you, so whenever Mitch hits a shot from half court, he feels like he can do it again, and Mark is going to do the same thing. And so having the fans is a little weird, but we're going to keep doing our thing.
All right, I can't tell. If somebody else has a question, go ahead, and let's go back to John Niatawa.
Arena, is that weird at all, just in terms of having to show emotion but not getting the beat back from the crowd that you normally do?
No, I don't really do that for the crowd, honestly. I do it just because I like playing hard, and my teammates get me hyped. And my parents were here at the game today, so I showed them a little something too.
Okay, we'll go back to Matt Foster with KETV.
Christian, just your initial thoughts on Antoine's debut and really what you've seen from him in practice, and if that's, you expected that from him today.
Yeah, definitely. Antoine plays with ton of heart, and so whenever that comes with his actual skill and his ability, it makes him just all the better.
All right, we'll go back to John Niatawa for a question.
Yeah, Christian, you mentioned
I'm pretty confident in what we're doing right now. Every day we just got to practice and get better. There's a lot of things we can fix and do better out there on the court, but we just got to take it day by day and look at the film from the game and get better from that, and then that's what's going to help us show us what to do next.
All right, we got time for 4 more questions. We'll start with Matt DeMarinis from White and Blue Review.
Hey, I'm sorry, Rob, if you mentioned this, but is this just for Christian right now?
No, this is for anybody. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, Mac, I guess for you, Marcus obviously didn't shoot it well, but, coming off what he's coming off of, you mentioned that timing might be an issue for him. But, 6 assists, 1 turnover, and it seemed like as the game got on, he started to attack the rim a little bit more and find plays for himself and his teammates. What did you see in terms of his adjustments once he kind of realized the shot wasn't there?
Well, I joke with him. He shot the air ball and then he made the 3, and I said neither one of them hit the rim. The first one missed everything, and the second one swished without hitting the rim. So, I thought he just played through, what wasn't his best, and while he may have expected his best today, I think I knew better. He missed a lot of time in the off season, and then you couple that with the fact that we've had a hodgepodge group for practice, the better part of the last 4 or 5 weeks. So, it's going to take some time, and we would normally have an exhibition game and a closed scrimmage and a couple inter-squad scrimmages that are 40 minutes in length. Sometimes we'll do an extra 10 minutes after that. We weren't able to do any of that. Maybe one 40-minute scrimmage in the 6 or 7 weeks we've been at it because of the numbers game that we've been fighting. So, this is – I think if there's ever a year just to take the next game and try to get past it with a W and don't worry about how it happened, I think this is a year. Let's just try to figure out the next one and see what we have available for the next game, and we'll strap it up and see what happens.
We'll go back to John Niatala with the Omaha World Herald.
Yeah, I jumped on late, Max, so if I missed it, I'm sorry. But what was Denzel's status, and how long do you expect him to be out?
He basically just opted out today because of COVID protocols. He hasn't had hardly any practice time, so I was in full agreement that if he would have decided to play today, I think I would have played him only in an emergency situation, just to kind of let him get his body back into basketball shape. So he'll practice. He practiced yesterday. He'll practice tomorrow, and then we'll see how it goes tomorrow, and then he'll make a decision on Tuesday based on kind of how he feels tomorrow.
We'll go to Matt Foster with KETV.
Mac, you mentioned it a lot this offseason, how much Sharif has really improved. We got a little glimpse of that. How much energy has he really shown on the defensive end?
Well, he changed the game when he went in there. That was obvious the first half. We just were a little sluggish defensively, and his ball pressure, and it's hard to be a teammate looking up at the top of the floor and watching what he's doing and not give a great effort because he's leaving it all out there, and you feel like you got to follow suit. So I thought he really changed the game defensively. He got into the teeth of the defense a few times, made some nice plays. Sometimes. He made nice plays and made the pass, and we didn't make the shot. But that's his job, get people involved. But I thought he was terrific and really impacted the game in a huge way.
We'll do 2 final questions. First, Matt DeMarinis, followed by John Niatala.
Thanks, Rob. Mac, I guess you talked in the offseason so far about potentially having that 3-headed monster be an element of your game that you guys didn't have last year. So I guess first of all, your impressions of the way Christian and Ryan kind of sparked you guys in the second half to help you extend the lead, and then also seeing Jacob back on the floor for the first time in a couple of years.
Yeah, I thought Christian really gave us a lot of good stuff the entire game. His ball screen defense, I think, probably falls under the radar a little bit, but he does a great job in that, and that allows us to do a lot of things defensively because of his ability to do that. And then offensively, he's just really efficient. He took 7 shots and made 6 of them, got to the free throw line, only missed 1, no turnovers. Normally he's going to have some assists, but they packed that thing in and really took away our cuts to the basket really well. But Christian's really important to what we do, and then Ryan's a little bit of a change-up. He's big, he's long. We can throw it up to him. He's got good patience. when he catches it around the block. I think he can impact some shots on the defensive end with his rim protection. So I thought that was a good first game for him. He was so excited he forgot to take his mask off when he went in the first time. And then, Jake, it's who cares what his numbers were. Just so good to see him back out there. It has been such a long road for him. And he hasn't prepared for a game day since January of 2019. So it's been a long time, and just to see him out there running and moving, relatively pain-free, was good to see. It's going to be a work in progress with Jake. He's not ready right now to play, but he'll get better with every game and every practice. And hopefully by the time we get into January and February, he's worked himself into shape where he can impact the game. And but it's awesome to have him back. He's had a long road, and he's fought. His teammates have done an unbelievable job of supporting him, and I know they're all happy that he was able to be out there today.
And final question for John.
Yeah, just kind of the scoring balance offensively. I mean, I think that you probably said that's how you want it to work, the way the ball was moving. But does this team, you think, have that potential that last year's team did, where it didn't, based on the night or what the defense was doing, you could rely on different guys?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Tonight they really, for the most part, tried to take away, Christian's rolls to the rim, and because of that, we got the throwback a lot for three-point shots. We just didn't make a lot of them. On nights when Marcus gets 11 threes and Mitch gets 9 threes, I'd like to think they're going to have more than 12 and 11 points if we can get them that many shots. But Christian's got the ability to score. Antoine, I think we saw glimpses of what he can bring to our team this afternoon to help us score. And DJ's always been consistent for us, and Ryan can come in and give us a lift, as can Sharif. So we've got a lot of guys, I think, that can impact the game on the offensive end. Sometimes it's going to be scoring, sometimes it's going to be screening, sometimes it's going to be passing, sometimes it's going to be offensive rebounding. You just have to do your job and trust the offense, and if you trust the offense, you'll get the shots that you want to get.
All right. Thanks again for joining us. We will send out the video link here shortly.
Thanks, guys. Good job, CB.